So this is one of my favorite drills to do as a tune-up for all barrel horses. It's called circles and true turns, and basically it does a lot of things. It teaches the rider to ride straighter longer. It teaches the horse to take out that anticipation of wanting to turn too soon, but it also teaches the horse and rider how important their hips are. I'm gonna let it go through regular and then do slow motion video review. But if your shoulders and hips are riding the circle, the horse should stay in the circle. Only when the rider uses their inside hip and shoulder back, like right there, the horse will know to snap out of the barrel tight. So if you're looking to get snappier turns with fancier footwork, if you're looking to get your horse to be more four-wheel drive and collected and lateral bend, or take away anticipation, if you're a rider that needs to work on straighter longer, or being lighter handed and work more off seat and leg, this is an excellent drill for you. So now I'm going to put it in slow motion and talk about it. So she would come in from the alleyway back here and make long scores. You want to go like you're going to up the middle, like you're going to third, about 4 strides before you would maybe go to the timer and then head to your arc. An arc, depending on the size of the horse, is going to average at least 1 horse length. So I like to say in training at least 10 to 12 feet. So as you're approaching, that's what that cone reminds you to just come in. If it's a short score, meaning you come to the mouth of the arena and the barrel's right there, you may only go 1 or 2 strides middle and then make a gradual arc too. Because you don't want to have huge arcs where you eat up real estate, but you don't want to go so straight you make it a hard turn or go topside when you get there. So it is important that you make a gradual arc. And when they get there, their front and back feet are on the same tracks. She was posting and now she's going to sit for rate. This is your transition area. This is an important area where the front and back feet stay on the same tracks. When you sit, they're collected. And then you don't ask them to turn until your legs at the barrel. And instead of turning, we're shaping at each quarter turn. So if you think of it as the entrance, the backside, and the exit, which is my spot 1, 2, 3, and then a fourth quarter turn would be the front side. So you're going to shape them at each quarter turn: entrance, backside, exit, front side, and entrance, backside. And then you just go to your inside hip and just kind of maybe pick up your hand 1 inch and then point out with your range towards your ears and or their ears, and they'll come out. So as she's going around here, she's working on good form. She's want front and back feet on the same tracks on that perfect circle. And she's advanced enough with this horse, she does it one-handed. Some horse, if you go to one hand, they're going to cut your circle off and just turn the barrel. And this really tattles on a rider if they use too much hand to control their horse. If you can do 2 perfect circles around a barrel with one hand and your horse works off your eyes, your shoulders, and hips, that's awesome. Then watch right there. As soon as this horse felt her use her inside hip more, the horse immediately came back to her. So, and came out nice and straight. And then she's post trotting a fast trot. And then as she gets close, she sits right there for rate. That would be a good place where your horse should just now slow jog. And then as soon as her leg gets the barrel, she shapes and goes to the horn and is able to now ride her quarter turns one-handed off eyes, shoulders, and hips and legs. And this horse is staying honest. If you see the circle, front and back feet are on the same tracks. The rider's looking between the horse's ears, not down the neck at the quarter turns, and then is able to snap out here at the exit with their inside hip, outside leg. And then back to 2 hands. So all of these things really matter. And then because her line is straight coming out, which would, if she was running, put her at a perfect 3-foot pocket. But because we're moving out, we come out 3 and then gradually just step out to 5 for our 2 perfect circles. So now she's moved out where you can see that red cone past the barrel. I have one of those at every barrel, and I call that the straighter, longer cone. It reminds the riders not to look at the barrel, but look past the barrel where you want your horse to go. Because again, rate's going to happen before the barrel. Turn doesn't happen till your leg gets barrel. But again, because we're doing 2 perfect circles, she is going to go ahead and use her inside hand and leg at the entrance, the backside, the exit. And notice how the horse lets her guide a little nose in, keeps the shoulder up, the ribs are out, and the front and back feet are on the same tracks, and the pivot foot reaches up underneath the horse. And so they're using the body, reaching with the shoulders, pushing with the hips. And then notice here, And when she gets to this point, all she has to do is look up from looking at her quarter turns and use inside hip, and the horse snaps out tight. And she could use outside leg if he didn't. But the goal is to get your horse to listen to your hips, whether you want to go straight or longer like she is here, separating rate and turn, or ride a perfect circle instead of snap the barrel. And the only difference is she's looking at the circle and her hips are square until she looks up and uses inside hip. So that's why I love this drill. So looking straight or longer, sitting for rate, her eyes and hips and shoulders are riding the circle. And that is right now everything about her saying circle, circle, circle until she gets between here, spot 2 and 3, the backside and the exit. Again, second barrel, you have to pivot a tick later because it is a full turn. But just looking up and inside hip, he knows to come out tight. So that is the goal here, to teach these horses with my eyes, shoulders, and hips and legs. I can put you where I want, whether it's a perfect 5-foot circle or if I want to snap out. So in this case, she's looking between the ears, shoulders and hips and legs are saying circle. And then right there, she looks up, inside hip, inside leg comes off, outside leg can go on, and the horse will come out tight. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it helps break things down. This drill can be done at a walk, a post trot, sit jog. You can even do it at a lope. You'll want to make a simple transition when you go from, so if you lope to it, 12-foot arc, and then 2 5-foot circles, snap out, break to a trot here, get that left lead, 2 5-foot circles, snap out, hold your lead, 2 5-foot circles, snap out. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that, and that's called circles and true turns. Thank you.